You didn't come out of the election upset because you knew you were wrong. You knew you were right, but you lost. So don't change the fundamental values. Don't just say we're going to give equity to Donald Trump, which some people are doing. In the Democratic Party, in media, among the electorate, they're saying, I just give up. We're going to give him equity. We're going to give him parity to traditional American values. No, that's absolutely wrong. You can't do that. Forgive me for saying this. You can't go to Mar-a-Lago. You can't do it. It's going to get me in trouble. You can't do that. You have to hold Donald Trump accountable for being wrong.
But first, the post-election fallout is continuing to plague some of America's biggest news brands. Forbes reports MSNBC and CNN ratings slashed in half post-election. MSNBC's primetime audience has dipped 53% since the week before the election. According to new Nielsen ratings data, a steep drop-off for the left-of-centre network, rivaled by a 47% drop by CNN, while Fox News has largely held onto its audience since the president-elect Donald Trump's victory. Now, this is a significant exodus, and many so-called media experts are puzzled about what is driving this phenomenon. Not us here, though, because we watched some of MSNBC's Thanksgiving coverage.
You right-wingers shouldn't have to suffer the consequences of your votes. You don't want to be around me because I voted for fascism. No fair. I'm coughing on you with COVID, but you want me to wear a mask for your safety? No fair. My body, my choice. Well, here's an alternative thought. Make your own dinner, MAGA. Make your own sandwiches. Wipe your own tears. Troll amongst yourselves with Elon and leave us alone.
Well, that's MSNBC primetime host Joy Reid making the argument that families should not come together this holiday season. Politics above all, it seems.
If you expect the 73 million who voted for the prosecutor, not the felon, and particularly the 92% of black women who voted for Kamala to give you a cookie for your vote, a trophy, a hug, a high five, you might be asking too much. If we want to eat with you, we will. But if we just want some peace over the holidays and we don't want to put up with your trolling while we eat our tofurkey, get over it.
Well, joining me this week to discuss this and much more is Sky News contributor James Bolt and Radio 2CC breakfast host Stephen Senatiempo. James, let's start with you. I mean, the audiences are absolutely fleeing this network. Is it maybe because of some of the negativity that they're putting to air?
I can see it that way. I remember on the first show after the election, I said, I think the viewers are going to come back. And I've been proved so spectacularly wrong. I've had to do some research to try and see if I can still be right. I did see in 2020, there was a 36% downfall for CNN and 50% in primetime for CNN and MSNBC in primetime immediately after the election. So maybe there's just a bit of like post-election people on watching, and I think also the left is largely in mourning at the re-emergence of Donald Trump, and they don't want to hear that negativity in their lives night after night. I think once he gets into power, I think they'll come back.
Yeah, Stephen, so much for unity, which the left is always so big on. Now it just appears to be temper tantrums, and if you have a family member that you might have a political disagreement with, well, we're not going to eat with you this Thanksgiving.
Look, I find it... Well, hang on. I think you guys are reading too much into this. I think Joy Reid belled the cat when she said they're eating tofurkey. That's why they're not watching television. They're all too weak to turn the TV on because they're not eating real turkey. But look, I have a cousin who is a Greens voter, and we have a great time at Christmas time over the dinner table arguing about politics. But you know what? At the end of the day, you eat dessert and you're happy and you move on. I don't know what it is with these people that just can't get past their side losing an election. I mean, it's just absolutely extraordinary. There are people in this building who do actually like each other on either side of the aisle. Not many, but there are a few. So it can actually be done. I mean, it just proves you're a well-rounded human being if you can sit down and actually enjoy the company of somebody that doesn't necessarily agree with you. But that spray from Joy Reid was absolutely extraordinary. I got to say, it doesn't surprise me because, I mean, they went all in during the campaign, so I guess they had to respond in the way they have, but it is quite unhinged, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
To the Joy Reid thing, I just did want to play this one excerpt from the rant that I just cannot believe went where, if we have the clip.
Stop acting like we owe you, and for God's sakes, stop whining. It's embarrassing.
I hope no one thinks she's whining. I hope no one puts in the paper that she's mad. I hope everyone knows that it's actually the Republicans that are whining. But to Stephen's point, I think it comes down to that 1960s theory, which is now so widespread in left-wing circles, which is the personal is political. Everything is politics. Everything is a power imbalance. Everything needs to be fought. Thanksgiving dinner table is now a battlefield. Normal people aren't like this. Normal people, as Stephen says, can get on with people that disagree with them because there's things to talk about within the family, there's sports to talk about. It's a really sad existence if you go into family relatives gatherings going, this is a war, I need to win it.
It's their new religion, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's almost like they've been denied their religion, and that's where a lot of the anger comes from.